Okay, so this first one is called A Red Moon Rises. Tonight I watched the moon transform, as slowly our collective shadow grew while its hue meandered to orange. Hung out among the stars and rings, so perfect and round like when we hang stockings, and the ornaments would glitter and light would rebound from their shiny coats. I swear for a moment that I could feel the spin of our pale blue dot hurtling through space to some unknown destination in a race that I cannot win. I swear for a moment that I thought like a child again, able to focus on one thing rather than my current pinball existence, with every thought pinging, lighting up, drawing my attention before it sped off to the next collision. I swear for a moment that I thought as I did back then, when my head was void of voices. Those voices kept to their cages and didn't have a say in my choices, which would lead to all the noises from the choices I'd regret, and I'd bet, no. I double dog dare you to jump to the moon. Did you know that we almost made it by balloon? Back then I thought you could reach it with a large trampoline, how I used to wonder. Before I turned 13 and subsequently became enamored with the stunner regime, how I used to dream. My mind would take me to places beyond all conventional belief, beyond anything we'd ever seen, but those worlds became lost to me as I grew old and cynical. And I swear for a moment, I remembered what made those worlds beautiful. Okay. So I have two more. I should have brought my water up here with me. Oh. This next one is called Old Soul Poem. There's a boy you should meet whose weeks are spent pouring through everything that he thinks as he wanders the streets by night and by day. Well, by day, all he does is see. And know the pain that he sees, how it translates to a pain in his heart. And if you look through the windows to his soul, maybe you too can see the pain that has caused him to grow beyond his age and that wearies his eyes. Such beautiful things that constantly pray for a train or a pair of wings to carry him far, far away from the pain and the rain that his mind creates. Then watch as he wanders. Watch as he paces. See how it betrays him in ways that nobody placates. So measured and straight, but somehow away from all of those faces. Those pain-filled faces sharing traces of paces they're stuck in, and he sees it. He sees the pain like a billboard on their visage. So he visits. So he listens. Like he always has and like he always will. Because that is the curse of the prematurely matured soul. They see what others cannot or do not. They see the holes, the ones you try to hide, but to them it is as clear as blue sky. And they'll lend you their ears. So lend them your fears. Lend them your pains, because that's how they gain joy. When they witness the way your visage brightens, like from a load lightened, like candy given to a young boy or girl, it is their world. And it makes them so much less alone. So this one is like the roughest one that I have. I literally was like editing it today and changing lines and moving stuff around, so we'll see how this goes. This one is called Matryoshka. I would love for you to see the deeper side of me, my hopes and dreams, my fears and needs, my loves and means. But you've ripped out the heart in me and you dangle it in my face, your veins coursing with mockery of the bravery I mustered when I paced and paced and paced and paced and paced and finally told you, you're beautiful. I think you're beautiful and lovely, and that knowledge haunts me like you mocked me. They say it is better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all, but they never said what it is to have loved lost, to have loved less reciprocation. And maybe that's a possible foundation, but this friendship seems more like a delusion, while you jump their bones without much hesitation and leave me in the state of constant confusion. She shared with me her cracks, the broken pieces we all have and hide, but she chose to confide in me this piece of stained glass that she has hidden deep inside to keep her driven. I'll share them with you so that you can see she has made herself an island, surrounded by nothing but sea, but she needs oars to see the shores that she can't see anymore, for that little island can't survive on its own. Alone is not what we were meant to be in this overwhelmingly vast sea we call the world. I fear she's afraid of pushing past her past to create a new pastime, to erase the lines that cloud her mind. I'm afraid the freedom she finds just confuses the lines and further twists her up inside. So the days go by in a haze, while I search for a new way to slip a poetic play into her day, but I'm afraid that it is just not working. She told me she doesn't like poetry because it's just too honest. And she keeps everything close to her chest, so no matter what I've tried, she still hasn't come out here, but I think she'd find rest. I think she'd find a truth that resonates through all the dates and late nights she spends with her friends. I think she'd find an outlet beyond all the bars and bottles and cans and their kins. I know that she can, she just has to find it in herself. Because in ourselves we find a wealth of peace, from pieces pieced together like a puzzle revealing the masterpiece as we delve into our hearts. Until we do that, each action pulls us apart at the seams. If it seems like you've seen this scene before, you have. We no longer reflect our own image. Instead, we brave the depths of pop culture to find a suitable visage. One that satisfies our appetite for acceptance, but that solitary dance has wearied me beyond belief. I guess this is me moving on. I couldn't pull the rest of your dolls out of their nest, so maybe it's best that I just stop trying. If you'll give me time, I think we'll be fine. But trust doesn't just reinvent itself like a new day. And I know that they always say that everything finds its way, but I stopped believing that a long time ago, when I realized that they're all pontificated lies forced down our throats like antidepressants to somebody who stopped living a long time ago. So scarf it down if you want, but I'll be fine on my own.